Well, it was an average day, Brad. I say that because, you know, the temperatures were pretty much average, right?
Yeah, it's been so hot. Now when we have like an average day, it feels kind of cool. But it really was the dew points.
I don't mean to be condescending at all.
Well, but the low dew points today really made it feel good because it wasn't super muggy. That's going to start changing tomorrow, and then by Friday, maybe the hottest day we've seen since last year when we hit 100 degrees. Let's start with the radar and satellite, because one thing that could save us from the heat would be some clouds or some showers. It's been raining like crazy up in parts of Ohio. They've had some flash flooding. The reason I'm showing you that is because the flow around the high pressure system could bring some of those clouds and showers late tomorrow into Friday. The heat dome is right here. I mean, just baking the middle of the country, unrelenting heat. But that flow out of the north and northwest could bring some of those showers and storms down here tomorrow. We're still in the 70s out there tonight. And again, the severe weather risk is going to be along that flow. So tomorrow you could see that risk again in Ohio. But watch what happens on Friday. Low risk kind of knocking on the North Carolina border. That's why it's something to keep an eye on for Friday, potentially. Those clusters of storms making a run to the south, they fall apart, but maybe a couple try to get going tomorrow and then another wave on Friday. So while we're going to have all this heat around here, the storms could be the saving grace if we see any at all. We desperately need the rain. The heat dome, I think it's taken over the whole lower 48, by far the hottest weather of the season. As our flow switches from the northeast down to the southwest tomorrow, we'll be back into the 90s tomorrow. So a quick turnaround. It was 89 today. So, I mean, it was technically cooler, but still, that's above average for this time of year. As we go into Friday, though, this is when we really bake. Temperatures up around the triple digits, and we could do that again on Saturday. Saturday will definitely be more humid with a better chance of a pop-up storm, but we could be back near 100. Let's take a look at those rain chances tomorrow. So those scattered storms up in Ohio try to make a run at us tomorrow. So something interesting tomorrow evening, might see a few showers. I think another chance on Friday, but it's still going to get hot because they don't arrive until late in the evening. By then, the atmosphere is going to be scorching hot. So record high possible on Friday near 100. We could be close to the record high on Saturday, which is 100 as well. But Friday's high of a record high of 98 is a lot more doable than Saturday. Now, the humidity, talked about how great it felt today. That starts to change tomorrow. 63 for a dew point. That's not bad, by the way. That actually will still feel decent. But 66 Friday, and then upper 60s and near 70s by the time we get to Monday, Tuesday. That's when it starts to get really, really sticky around here. That's also when we'll see our next best chance of rain. 20% the next couple of days because of those isolated storms, but by Sunday and Monday, the rain chances ramp back up. And next week actually looks like some potential. Speaking of potential, several systems out there, Tropical Storm Franklin, but look at that. Now we've got an idea down in the Gulf of Mexico. We might see a system develop down there. Franklin first, because it's going to be off the East Coast, and pretty powerful hurricane over towards Bermuda by Monday, but big swells along the East Coast. That's going to stay well away from us. But what we have to watch next week, down here in the Gulf of Mexico, we could see a low pressure system develop, move up into the eastern Gulf, and then that could move into the southeast by the middle and end of next week. So that's a trend we'll have to watch. That could be beneficial rain, but it also could be a soaking rain with some flash flood potential. So something to keep an eye on as we go into next week. Heat starts tomorrow. Friday's a day we want you to be weather aware for that heat near 100. Close to that again on Saturday. But next week, scattered showers and storms and cooler temperatures in the mid 80s. And we'll keep an eye on the tropics, especially by next Thursday.